What comes in your mind if I say goals? Becoming a billionaire. A world champion. A CEO of the company. Most of the people think that goals are about success you achieve. But that's not what goals do first. Before goals change your life, they change your mind. Because goals can be as small as waking up early in the morning. People often judge goals for their long-term purpose. But goals can be daily, weekly, monthly, and so on. This video is not about ambition. It's about clarity. Because goals don't push your limits. They are there to organize your mind. When the mind doesn't have direction, it doesn't relax. It keeps scanning. What should I do next? Am I wasting time? What if I try the other subject? How can I manage so many things at once? In corporate jobs, people without clear goals say yes to everything. Meetings, tasks, extra work. They stay busy, but feel exhausted and invisible. In competitive exams, students study many subjects seriously, but keep changing strategy every week. In both cases, the person is trying very hard to do efforts, but the direction is not there. It's like pushing the wall. You gain nothing. Let's take an example. Say you need to complete 5 important tasks in one day. If you don't have specific time limit for each task, then you might not be able to complete all the tasks. You will be confused with which task to give preference and the time limit for that. But if you set your goals right and give each task right preference and right time, then you will be finishing all the tasks efficiently way early than before. That's why goals are must. Because mind doesn't know where to place its energy. Goals are the step-by-step guide to the success. Let's define goals clearly. A goal is not a dream. It's not motivation. It's not a promise to the future. Psychologically, a goal is a decision that tells your mind what to ignore. This matters more than people realize. When you set a goal, you're not only choosing what to focus on, you're also choosing what not to worry about. In essentialism, this idea is explained very simply. Clarity comes not from doing more, but from knowing what truly matters. That's why clear goals feel calming. They reduce mental noise. Let's say you are a professional trying to achieve big in life. But if you are trying it without clear goals, then you will always compare yourself with others. If any of your colleague gets a success, then you feel threatened and you start overthinking. You start thinking that whatever you are doing, you should be doing much more than that. That you don't give enough efforts. But you don't know what more means. What should you be doing to improve yourself? But if you have clear goals, then first of all you learn to say no to the things that are not related to your goals. You stop chasing every opportunity and trust the process. And you start to feel every effort have a right direction. Same workload, same life, completely different mental experience. That's what goals do. Goals also helps to reduce overthinking. Overthinking isn't deep thinking. Overthinking doesn't act on single thought. It's a mixture of all the thoughts. That's why it never ends. Goals give your mind topics about you should be thinking. In exams, a student with a clear goal asks, does this topic help my rank? In sports, an athlete asks, does this training improve my performance? In work, a professional asks, does this task move me closer to my role? If yes, then act on it. If no, then let it go. In deep work, Newport explains that focus isn't about willpower. It's about clear priorities. When priorities are clear, overthinking reduces naturally. Goals don't just organize thoughts. They organize emotions. Without goals, small failures feel personal, criticism feels like judgment, bad days feel like life problems. You see this in students after one bad mock test, or professionals after one negative feedback. But with goals, failure becomes a data on which you can work. Feedback becomes information. Bad days feel like part of the process. In Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl explains that meaning changes how suffering is experienced. Goals give effort context, and context stabilizes emotions. Means goals give you direction what you should be working on, and this reduces the stress and boosts confidence. Now an important question. If goals help so much, why do people avoid them? Because goals bring responsibility. Responsibility brings fear. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of failing publicly. Fear of committing and quitting. For someone already dealing with self-doubt, setting goals means more trouble. Not setting a goal is clearly an easy option for him. No goal means no clear failure, no clear judgment, so he will be safe and no one will criticize him. But it also means no clear direction, no mental relief, so you are stuck between safety and stagnation. Means no progress and more stress. Many people say, goals stress me out. Usually what stresses them is unrealistic goals, goals with no clarity, goals copied from others. Those aren't goals. Those are expectations. The psychologically healthy goal feels, with respect to the current situation, very specific, slightly uncomfortable, but not too difficult. If the goal increases panic and stress, then it is not set right. Clarity of the goal calms the mind. When goals are missing, people experience procrastination, overthinking, comparison, lack of motivation, because the mind has no direction. It has no idea what to work on. It keeps scanning and keeps suggesting. Motivation doesn't disappear first. Direction disappears, and motivation follows direction. Here's the deepest part. Goals rebuild self-trust. Every small step toward a goal tells your mind, I can choose something and move. With every small goal completion, your confidence increases. Evidence matters. It's the proof that you are on the right track. In the happiness trap, it's shown that action builds confidence more reliably than positive thinking. Over time, the mind stops questioning every decision, because mind trusts your decisions now. Don't think of goals as life-defining decisions, permanent commitments, success guarantees. Think of goals as temporary structures that help the mind function better. They are the milestones of your success. In simple words, you are explaining yourself how to be successful step by step. You can change them, refine them, outgrow them. The goal is not a perfection. The goal is clarity. Clarity of the process you are going to work with. Goals don't make you successful first. They make you mentally stable first. They reduce confusion. They calm overthinking. They give effort a meaning. If your mind feels scattered, the solution is not more motivation. It's direction. It's about the path you are going to take. It could get wrong. Just set the goals right and keep trying. Goals cannot be perfect. They are just enough to let your mind breathe. That's what goals actually do to your mind. And that's what Clarity Decoded is about. Understanding the mind, one problem at a time.